Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning, but I'm in the book. Oh man, this is my thing. We about to get in some information about incarnation. And remember, this is a philosophy that's not mine. I'm just practicing, feeding off it, and using it to give the information because I understand it from a different perspective. But I'm gonna present it to you the way he presented, so I'm good with that, and I'm enjoying it. Hope you are too. Let's go. It's all for learning. My goal is to get you to know thyself by any means necessary, and this is the means I could use. I'm using it, so let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard it. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right? Thinkers know thyself. Yeah, true. My yacht be true. We're doing it incarnation. I'm going page by page. And this is a bunch of information here. And it's not Egyptian philosophy, it's universal philosophy, esoteric teaching. I'm going to break it down for you as we go along. Hopefully, you enjoy the lesson. I always enjoy giving it, so let's rock. Incarnation. That's when the spirit comes back into matter, physical form. Let's talk about it. The mind and the soul. That's God. This and this, heart and mind. That's what's in you. Have no fixed form. God has no body. God has no male, female, none of that, no gender. Understand that, please. It's awareness and spirit. We call it the mind and soul. Has no fixed form in what we call the astral realm. That's when the inside of the physical body takes over where the body can't go. Your cardiovascular system and your nervous system, the tree of life and the tree of not good and evil. That's inside of you. It ain't no damn tree. The tree of life is the cardiovascular system that keeps the body functioning. Excuse me. Again, I got my philosophy. I got to stick to his. Get back to his. Sorry about that. When I do mine, I do mine. Right now, I'm doing his. Okay, so the concept is what? When we, from the astral realms, they are boundless and capable of instant manifestation of whatever we desire to create in our mind. In that state, what Ptah created himself from utterance himself into existence. We had the power to do that in the spiritual realm, in the astral realm. Whatever you think, in your dream, whatever you think happens. You don't know that because you ain't in control unless you're a lucid dreamer. But everything happened instantaneously. That's the power of God. So the stars serve as a gateway into what we call the astral plane. I gave that lesson with the unconditional concept with the seven planets and all that. Okay, again, this is his philosophy. And with the astral plane allows your soul to now enter and incarnate in the physical form. This is why the word astral contains star. Okay, we star seed, star. Everybody got the idea. Everybody got that idea. I'm with it. In revealing their connection, now we begin where? In the stars. We stardust, whatever the stars. I'm here, everybody said about that again. The area that I'm not in proficient in, I can learn and comprehend for the people who are and get an understanding. That's good enough for me. Okay, I ain't got to master every area. No, that ain't my job. But which was this? Which is reflected in the word start. Again, These are all etymology they playing games with the wording. But containing star, symbolizing, again, everything is esoteric, the hidden meaning, symbolizing our origin in the celestial realm. I ain't got a problem with that. That ain't my philosophy, but I understand it. Let's go. Again, we are all considered what? Angles. Angles or angels. An angle is a beam of light going a certain way. That's constant. So we are what? Beams of light into physical form. I'm trying to work it in his philosophy. Here, right here, you show the ancient painting of Jesus' birth. Watch this. Okay. Beam me up, Scotty. Remember that? But this is the original. We're gonna get to this. But this is the original right here, or here, in here. This Masonic. This is the soul system. I got to do some work on this, but this got some interesting stuff in there. I like to learn more about that. Okay, but this one here, the original Christ being born. You see the light? Bam. They beam it down an angle of light to Christ. They showed you that. They had the understanding. They just presented to y'all, and y'all really misinterpreted a whole lot of the symbolicism in your religious concepts. Angle. Watch this. Every living being is a fallen angle of astral light. No one person, every human being. We decide to eat the forbidden fruit, which is what? Which is how we incarnate into this material world. When the conscious became human, it realized it was going to what? Lose itself. Forget itself. Become not know who you are. Hello. So the goal was to, in the physical form, for having this experience, to find out who you are, to practice in the tenets laid out for you to do just that. We got the roadmap later. Follow the Olympic road. Yeah. Conceptually, I get it. And all of them. We put it symbolically any way we want. Put it in stories, put it out. Again, it's for teaching purpose and to learning, not to take it literal. Moving on. Someone keep throwing it in there. Got the literal, get out. But you incarnate into what we call the material world, the physical body. But this world of Saturn, aka, is ran by Satan, the material god, the god of things, stuff, greed. That's his world. This is what we live in, aka hell. Okay, put it real simple. But Saturn rules this world. Excuse me. Yeah, Saturn rules this world of matter, material. Okay, understand that time and space. This is what you need to understand. Now you can mentally comprehend some of the aspects and the teachings that we're going to set forth. In the astral plane, we can manifest what we desire when instantly. We can't do that in the physical form. Okay, this third dimension, we in time and space. It don't work like that in this realm. That's why it's a different realm when you go to sleep. That's the astral realm. The body can't go there. Okay, so however, our minds are under the restriction while it's in matter. We now have to labor to be able to manifest our desires in the physical form. It takes time, it takes the practice to make it happen. And this is why Saturn in astrology, 12 signs you need to understand, watch this, is known as what? He's the master teacher. I'm a Capricorn. I'm born under the sign of Capricorn. And that's Saturn is our planet. I'm learning about that too. See, I'm still learning. I'm loving it. Why? This is good information. Okay, I'm piling on what I already know. I can't go wrong. Why? This is just good stuff. I'm just adding on to mine. I'm going to take his stuff now. It's going to become mine. See? All right? And watch this. And he holds things back and able to what? To teach us life lessons. I'm freaking out because my concept is teaching you what I know about life. Hence, life lessons, right isms. So I get a little excited. Work with me. I get excited. But our mind, this thing right here, have been hexed. Why? Into physical matter, into a physical body. When the body goes to sleep, the mind can go do its thing. The mind just goes and does its thing every time when you close your eyes, the pineal gland is ready to operate. It's ready to do what it does, transmit or receive information from God. That's my philosophy. I'm going to keep throwing it in there. Why? Because y'all got the concept. I'm just going to add on to it. The first sign when God signed down to Jesus. That's y'all. God connected. We all have that light. We all have that light. That's the pineal gland. They would try to express it to you in different ways. Okay, it's beamed down. Okay, all these is philosophical pictures to teach a concept. This is what I just told you about. This is the soul. We got the solar system, then we got the soul system. I mean, they tell you how the soul came from unconscious matter down to physical matter, down into her. I get it, I understand it. I just didn't practice none of that. Okay, but I'm learning more about the soul system. Okay, solar system is the universe. We the microcosm of the universe. I get that, I understand it again. But this is Masonic concept. All seeing eye is always blazing. Okay, but these are tools out here. They got the working tool, the compass, the square, and two tools in Masonic order. I'm just giving you the working tools and break that down right quick. The compass is the way you make the circle. That represents spirituality. That's the spiritual concept. And in masonry, when you got the on the board, you got the compass. It's underneath the square. Okay. Physical matter, you put your spirit underneath what matter. So matter's on top. The square represents matter. When you get knowledge, you put one leg of the compass up on top of the square, and you get total mastery of self, where the mind is starting running the body ain't running the mind. Now you are a master mason. You build yourself into a person that you control with this. Somebody teaching. I taught for 15 years. I'm dealing with instruction. I know that. I got that knowledge. I put that stuff away. Why? I start getting other knowledge. But guess what? I can put it all out and use it all tied in together. That's what I'm trying to show you right now. I had that knowledge. It's all symbolism, but to build me the better person, and it worked. I used that as a young man. I did that way back then. Okay? When I went to Egypt, everything changed. But this is all good information. Remember Star Trek? And they say what? Beam me up. The concept of beaming you up. Right there. They called the aliens. Remember Richard Dreyfuss did, I think, the movie The Aliens, whatever it was, when he was fixed on building a volcano-shaped thing, and everybody had to say he's crazy, this and that, but he used to know they're coming. They're coming. Everybody think that somebody up there is coming back down here. Why? Because they said that people who left here went up there, they're going to come back. It's a story. It's a mythological, philosophical concept. Don't get caught up in the hype. A lot of us caught up in the hype. There's Anunnakis and they came from heaven. These are all stories, metaphorical stories, allegorical stories to teach a concept. Let's talk about the beaming. Sister, Sistar, Sea-Star, Mr., Monster, Moon Star, Fraud Star. These are all philosophical concepts that they're using with the beaming concept. Alien. Alien means lie. No such thing. I don't want to get into that fight. I ain't got time to argue with y'all about what you could care less. Alien means a lie. Okay? God's alien. Why? He ain't from here. Alien just means not from Earth. Okay? Not human. That's God. That's the title he got. Everybody else can't have that title. Simple as that. Moving on. So I'm not beat for the storytelling and the story that you good stories. Don't care. A good story don't mean nothing to me. I got a good story. So hearing your good story don't do nothing for me. If it works for you, knock yourself out. Again, if I think it works for me, those who practice it will know. Those who don't won't. Don't make a difference. But again, the concept of light coming from down to pull you up to light, that's you going back home. See, the conception, the concept is there. They just presented the way they did, and a lot of people really missed it. Wow, they didn't break it down for you where you can understand it. I did the one with the man reaching down from heaven and pulling you up. That's the Christ concept. The Messiah coming to pull you out of the Matrix. Pull yourself out. I'm giving you the stuff to make it so you can pull your damn self out. Okay, we all Neo. Okay, you got to wake up. This was one of the stupidest stuff I ever saw. Okay, Mr. Bean, that from British comedy. But there was again. See light around them, bringing it down. That's all that. Everything is beaming down. Everything is coming down. What? From spirit to matter. Okay, spirit is up here. Matter is down here. Hell is matter. Here's the last one right here on the side. Another ancient painting, same painting with Jesus showing a star beaming him down from earth. Again, they got Jesus. That's his thing. Okay, he's the light. He's the light. No, the sun is the light. The actual sun is the light. Okay, we are that twinkle in the darkness. Remember, the pineal gland is in the darkness, but it radiates light. That's what they say about the light in all of us. That's the hidden meaning behind all those. Okay, everybody presented different. The real meaning is that's the pineal gland. Okay, and why they dress it up and disguise it, I don't know. But in the Masons, they do a good job. But it ain't spiritual masonry. It's all symbolism. Building the physical building. They teach you how to become physically upright. I get that now. I didn't know that then. I got a better understanding. I said that old crap ass baby. That's to me, Masons, y'all little kids. Why? Y'all just know how to do you. You ain't raised up to this level yet. Get to 33rd degree, then we can talk. Okay? Why? Now you come over to my side. The rest of y'all leave me be. Why? Y'all peons. Y'all don't know nothing. Again, y'all gotta get the finish of the 33 degrees, which is all symbolical and metaphorical. 32 degrees is freezing. That's as far as you can go. Water changes from a liquid to a solid. They teach you that. That's all physical. Okay, moving on. But all symbolical and esoteric teaching for you to better yourself. The whole goal is to make man upright, to be an edifice, to respect it. When I carry myself and conduct myself, that's what I'm trying to do. Have people respect me for what, how I carry myself, how I conduct myself. Simple. When I was a drug dealer, they respect me for being a gangster. Like, oh yeah, he cool. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now, as a holy man, a spiritual man, they don't see me that way. Why? I don't fit the bill. I'm good. I don't care about that. But yeah, when I'm with my pastor, they recognize his holiness because I do it. My swag is a little different. So, yeah. So, again, and some people recognize it. I never forget. I was over in New York with my dude. He dressed up and I said, what you doing with this guy? He said, you like a pimp. You like a preacher. We both had suits on. So, it's there. All right. Heaven. Let's talk about that. This is heaven. I gave the lesson already. I'm moving through this book, so everything I'm doing already been talked about. So I'm just going to keep progressing. But the idea of the star, Miss Star, this star, the introduction of the famous British TV show Mr. Bean is him falling from the sky with a beam of light. I have no idea what that show's about. But okay, look what they said. That's the symbolism behind it. I didn't see none of that. I just seen a crazy, stupid dude acting all weird. Okay, but again, that's what I saw. I didn't get the symbolism. I missed the boat on that one. But it's all showing you the light from above shining down. With star seeds. Everybody got a different way to present it. That's what they showing. This is his. Now, heaven. Watch this. Heaven is the base reality. A realm where our mind is what? Limitless, where and free from physical constraints. George tell you, free the mind and the body will follow. Okay? Beyond the stars lies what we call the astral plane. Okay? That's all mind, all mental, where the mind and the spirit. See, mind can't go by itself. The spirit got to go. Heart, mind, coherence, they travel together. And when the mind and soul can freely realm, see, and this is tied into what I'm trying to say, across the world, astral planets, universe, it's limitless. It can go anywhere, even possessing the power to create an entire reality at will within your own conscious mind. God does that with the universe. We have the power to do that in our own individual life. God give everybody individual a chance to express themselves and enjoy the experience of what? Being human. Take a break. Okay, become human. Do some dumb stuff. Mess off, whatever you want to do. All right. But don't forget how to get home. The higher consciousness came into civilization and forgot himself. And only when he becomes knowledge and understanding, where he realized, well, I can go home now. What? I'm wandering around. I don't know who I am. You can't go home not knowing who you are. That's where knowledge and self comes in at. So what? Prepare you back to where you need to be. That light, go back. This concept. Okay. So they tell you, heaven is also mind. And the mind is God, what? Expressing itself in individuals, okay? In Masonic art, I showed you that one, okay? I didn't break that one down too well, but remember, they got the art right here. Okay, I'm just going to use one aspect of it. And they didn't teach this. I'm going to teach something that y'all don't teach. I can't say, you're giving away our secrets. Where we at? Okay, up here. Right here. Excuse me. You see light coming down, all-seeing eye with the blazing eye. See that? And this the ark, okay? The ark is new, covering man. The earth is Geb, Newt covered the ark. Everybody got it. Y'all call it the firmament. I'm about to get into that in a minute too. Okay, but you see here, this is the Ark of Covenant right there in the house. What's in the Ark of Covenant? What's covering? They showing you this is the head, this is the brain, this is the Ark of Covenant, which is covered by the ark. The two sides of the hemisphere of the brain. It's something in here. It's something in here. And I asked a lot of Christians, what's in the Ark of Covenant? They don't know. The most proficient Christian don't know. They gave me a bunch of stories and concepts, but let me know they don't know. I listen, and I listen, and I listen. And after listening, know what I said to them? You don't know. No. I gave you ample time to show me if you knew. So I know you don't know. That's the concept of the pineal gland between the two hemispheres of the brain. For all my Christian followers who think y'all theologians, you don't know a damn thing. Okay, I'm telling you that to your face if you're watching. That's what that means. The pineal gland is the ark, the covenant that's in the ark. That's you finding out what the true God. That's why he's hidden. And it's all symbolic and metaphoric. And y'all just missed the boat way bad. Way so bad. Y'all don't even have a clue. But I'm telling you that. Well, see, you missed the concept. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. I had to get that Masonic people. Y'all think y'all got something going to, and y'all really don't. Why? Y'all playing the game, don't even know the rules. Okay, the Ark of Covenant. It got the 6 lesser lights, the great. No, it don't. Oh, it got the 12 breastplates for the priest going to the Holy of Holies because this radioactive. No, it's not. Well, metaphorically, it could be all those things, but y'all missed the origin of it. It's the pineal gland. Remember, I do this. Y'all in my backyard now. So all that what you know, we ain't in church. Okay. I could care less about this is esoteric teaching. This is my domain. If you're religious, I don't give a damn. Okay. If you're a scholar, don't give a damn why. I got both of y'all covered too. Let's go. That's why. So understand it. Again, where we are. Sorry about that. I got a little personal there. The Masonic art. No, wait a minute. Okay, yeah. In Masonic art, okay, symbolism, the staircase, the winding stairs. I taught that to my son when he was a kid. To this day, he loved winding staircases. He got a thing for staircases. He don't know. I planted that seed a long time ago. See? Again, I'm in control. I know what I'm doing. And depicted leading what? Leading to the middle chamber, aka the sun and the moon. That's the sun and the moon presents what? Duality. Again, Maya of physical world. When God came out of the noon, again, back to my philosophy, let you know this concept comes from. We started out with what? Duality. That means you had a choice. Night and day. Choice. Good and evil. Choice. In the physical world, you have choices. That's what Maya represents. And with the sun symbolizing the masculine, the male energy, and the moon representing the what? The feminine, the female. The stars ascend to the center, illustrating the path to what? Oneness. Everything is all the one. And oneness means balance. Right there. That's balance. The eye. That's balance. That's the male aspect, okay? When you get two, you got two different things that's going to come together. That's how you create. And you got what? Two hemispheres of brain, one pineal gland. The pineal gland is this. The two hemispheres covers it. However you want to do it. Either side, cover it, dome it, whatever. But, and again, the side of this with the dome, that's new. We did that at the beginning. We know what that is, okay? The round earth is because the arch. Masonry. The royal what? Arch. That's what that is. And it's missing what? Again, the missing keystone. Remember that? The keystone masons? Okay, that's how you fill in the ark. To cover what? The Ark of Covenant. Secure in the Holy of Holies. In your head. It's all symbolism. Again, I can try to tell you, I got this stuff. And I was teaching that concept, the Masonic order, for 15 years. I laugh now. Wait, they had moving on. I gotta let that go. But the oneness is balanced. Why? Because the point where duality will dissolve back into unity. Everything comes from the one. Everything goes what? Back to the one. The all, the absolute. All kind of names for it, but it's all the same thing. Okay. Now, watch this. The mind, this thing right here, is unrestricted and infinite, transcending limitations of the material world. Your mind can go where the body can't. That's what we're trying to tell you. Christ sits at the right hand of the Father. That's the right hemisphere of the brain. Not physically sitting at the right hand because the body don't go. Come on, people really don't get caught up in that. You got to be better than that. Let me take it home. I'm going to get too excited here, but I'm wrapping up, hoping this is getting through to you because this is fun for me. This is teaching. I'm just teaching right now. Again, here we go with the Masonic concept of the stairs. Okay, stairway to heaven. The stairway represented your spinal cord going to the head, but this is a Masonic order. It tells you 2 pillars, you got everything going there, but then you got the stairs, Jacob's ladder. He's seeing the angels coming and going. Okay, all that's metaphorical. Metaphorical. Simple. Ascendant and descendant. Speaking of ascendant, dun 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 dun. I got this thing going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Okay, I'm in the blind. Let's go. The blind man can see this right there. And they do the same thing with Christ. The beam of light with the dove, all that good stuff. It's all symbolical. This is all symbology, but it's esoteric teaching that if you understand it, you're a little better for it. Why? You got more knowledge than the average person about what? Yourself and the workings of how your body and how your mind work. Mastering this with the Egyptians' way of getting you to know thyself. This is what you need to master, the mind. And the descending bird, everything of our spirit, the falcon. You want to know why they use the falcon as a symbol for our spirit? Study, Google the peregrine falcon. That'll answer that question. I ain't got time to do that right now. I'm trying to get this lesson out of the way. But Google that. Okay, the descending bird. Remember, bird brains, another lesson. But the bird represents our soul and our mind that's traveling downward, where? From the astral plane down to the physical world. Hence the fall of man, the stars. And it's symbolizing the process of what we know, incarnation, from spirit to matter in the physical world. We're born here, okay? As it descends, the spirit comes down into physical matter. Now it enters into what we call the ethereal waters, spirit. The realm of what? Matter, physical concept, and form, transiting from what? Pure consciousness, spirit, soul, into what? Physical experience, to the physical form, human, for what? For the human experience. The soul, the mind has to master itself in the physical form to go back home. Moving on. The arch at the top of the painting I showed you represents what they call the firmament. I gave you my concept, which is new, okay? But they call it the firmament, the cosmic boundary. That's new. Okay, remember, he don't do Egyptian philosophy, so I understand he don't go that far back. So I'm working with him, and I'm going to just add on. Not discredit, not taking what, just adding on. Watch this. The cosmic boundary, that's Newt, between what? Your higher realms, heaven, that's what Newt represents, and earth was Geb. Spirit and matter come together. That's how you get life. Them two gave us life. That's my story. Get out of there. Get out of there. We in his backyard. Be respectful. But the material world, where the light beam shining down is what? Your soul's guiding star beam. The North Star, that freedom star, that star, yeah, okay, follow the star. Marking your path of what? Descent from the divine to the earthly, illuminating your connection between heaven and incarnation. The physical form won't incarnate. Why? It's only incarnate spiritually, because when it died, the spirit got to come back in another body. If it's not enlightened. If it's enlightened, it's going home. You don't shoot right back up. Right back to where we come from. That beam. Beam me up, Scotty. Remember them days? Okay. But we had it for a different reason. We want to get high. But the head is where heaven is. Even getting high takes you to heaven. Why? You get that euphoric state. Drinking takes you there. Smoking takes you there. Drugs take you there. And most people live there. Why? They want to be high all the time. They don't want to be functional. They want to be in another state of mind. Okay? And that's not heaven. That's the euphoria. What? Induced by what? A drug, alcohol, something not natural. You want to get high? Meditate. That's my best drug. My drug is meditation. My choice is drug and meditation. It gets me high, take me to the sky. Yeah, I'm telling you, when spiritual concept don't make a difference, it's a good feeling to what? To know thyself. You don't, I don't care how you do it. Okay, understand? But the fact that you're doing it makes it all worthwhile for everybody else. When you go to a party in the club and it's banging, everybody, you ain't asking, well, how'd you get it? How'd you take it? Nope. Everybody at the party, just enjoy the party. When you get to heaven, never mind how they got there. Just enjoy the party. That's the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Right thinkers, I'll be right back with more. But may you all live to be 100. Don't reincarnate. And me 100 miles a day. I incarnating. So I know that my right thinkers who understand carnation and reporting how to be reincarnated have passed away. Follow Mr. Right. That's how you end that reincarnation cycle for yourself. Trust me.